Sophie. This be the story of a little gal. It'll be great adventures and laughter. Times will be hard, times will be soft. So hold your breath.
That doesn't suck you in. I don't know what will.
It looks like an amazingly made, produced, directed movie.
The look of the movie, the animation mixed with the acting, I don't know how they do it. But all I know is I want to see it. The BFG is a fantasy adventure film directed and co-produced by Steven Spielberg. It's about an elderly giant who kidnaps an orphan to accompany his loneliness and to help him on a mission in giant country.
Well, the BFG, standing for Big Friendly Giant, opens July 1st, just around the corner. And a special treat for us this morning, joining us live, is Steven Spielberg himself. Before we get to the movie, though, we wanted to actually, Steven, share with you that I believe we have something.
Do
we have a picture? Did you attend Arcadia High School here in Phoenix?
I did. I 3 years, freshman to junior year at Arcadia High School. Ingleside Elementary School before that.
Well, guess what? I know you can't see it, but we dug out some yearbook pictures, and they're on our screen right now.
Dapper young man you are.
Handsome, handsome man.
So speaking of the movie, I do have to share, my daughter is going into 4th grade, and she read the BFG and a number of doll books over the course of her 3rd grade, and she absolutely loves the books.
Yeah, the book really fascinated all my kids. I read it to my kids when they were all growing up. And they love the language, BFG's sort of gobblefunk language that he speaks. And they just love the language. But what they really love is Sophie. And even my boys, I have 3 boys and 4 girls, but the boys and girls equally love the fact that it was a girl who is telling us the story. It's her story.
And speaking of Sophie, the little actress that plays Sophie, Ruby, 11 years old, she's phenomenal.
Thank you. She's incredible. She's never acted before in a movie. This was her first film.
Wow.
And we looked at hundreds and hundreds of girls in English language countries. And just at the end of the casting process, in walks Ruby Barnhill, does a reading of the script of a couple of scenes that made me think that nothing was written, that she was making the words up from her own imagination. That's how realistic her first reading was. And she got the job the next day.
It's been some time. I mean, you've been trying to get this in the works for some time. Is that right?
Yes, long time. Yeah, a long time, many, many years.
Well, and I'm sure you, as a director, are so happy to have it finally out there on the big screen. When it comes to picking movies that you direct, that you co-produce and things like that, what do you look for?
Well, for one thing, I was sure want to say it's kind of sad that for me, BFG is coming to an end, because I have had I bonded with the characters, with the subject matter, with the crew, and the fact that we're now going to be releasing it and it's no longer ours, it's yours. It's always a very sad moment. But what makes me decide what movie to make next is very. It's just kind of not really interesting. I get a little twinge, a little bit of a tickle when I read something or see a piece of history that interests me, or hear a story that sort of tweaks my imagination. And it's a very, very small whisper. It's almost like I get a little whisper in the ear that says, "This is for you. You should direct this one. This is for you, not to produce but to direct." And I listen to the whisper. I listen to the quietest voice in my mind, and it's served me well over the years.
I would say it served you very well over the years. You are so accomplished. It's been a great honor to just get to chat with you for a few minutes. I know you have lots of other people to talk to, other interviews lined up. They're giving us a wrap.
I love talking to my hometown. You're my hometown.
Absolutely.
I love talking to you two.
Well, come and visit anytime you want to pay a visit to your old stomping grounds. We're always here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll put the
yearbooks. I love Camelback Mountain.
Yeah, oh, yes, Camelback Mountain for sure.
Have a great day. Great to speak with you.
Thanks, Celeste. Thanks, Andrea.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow.
July 1st.
What a gem. That's Carter's birthday weekend. I think I need to take him to see it.
You do.
Wouldn't that be? Yeah.
Oh. And the trailers look amazing. You just saw a short snippet of one of them. So, well, a look at the weather when we come back.
Okay, and later, some teens wearing special goggles to learn about the dangers of driving while
WCAN with Ron Hood, Rick D'Amico, Andrea Robinson, Celeste Rodriguez, and Corey McCloskey in HD.
Good morning, everyone. Just shy of 9 o'clock on your Tuesday. Getting a pretty shot of our studio right here downtown Phoenix on the gym cam.
Well, here we are. We got a jam-packed hour. Rick, as you all know, is off, and Corey is not feeling so great. He's off as well today. So here we are. We're handling it all. A lot of people traveling this time of year, taking vacations. After all, it is summer. We'll show it off, and they've got a lot of fun they're doing out there. Even when the summer months, they still... Yes.
Heat's causing problems everywhere.
I know it is. I know.
Speaking of the Donald Trump deal, Ron and I were chatting about this earlier. I read a report about it really wasn't Trump or the other campaign manager, not Lewandowski, but the other guy, that made him quit.
Okay.
Word is Ivanka Trump and her husband wanted him out.
I did hear that.
Yeah, we've seen that online a few places. Haven't heard any interviews from her, but the word was, she said, "Look, Dad, it's him or it's me."
It's me.
Yeah.
She's a pretty good surrogate for him out on the campaign trail for sure. Yeah.
All right, Ron. Thank you.
You bet.
Okay. Well, 9/11 here. Some Valley teens, they are learning a lesson, a very important lesson that they're probably not going to ever get inside a classroom.
Arizona morning.
Well, with folks heading out on vacation, what prescription drugs or over-the-counter drugs should you take with you while you're on vacation?
Yes. Well, we've got the expert right here, Tara Storjohann. Did I say it right?
That's right.
From the Midwestern University College of Pharmacy. We've had you on before, and we had you back because we just love you. You're always full of great information.
Thank you.
And we were just talking. Celeste and I both got back from vacation, and we have kids. So yeah, we packed one of these filled with the just in case.
Right.
Well, what if somebody gets a stomach ache, and what if somebody gets a headache?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we should be doing that, right? For the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you never know where you're going to end up and if you're going to have access to these medications. And so it's always best to be prepared.
Okay.
And especially when it comes to your prescription medications.
Okay. So what type of things should we pack?
Yeah. So when it comes to just over the counter, it's a good idea to just come prepared. So I brought some examples in here, and it's a good idea to just have this travel kit willing and ready and waiting for you.
Packed to go.
That's a good idea.
You're good to go. You don't have to think about it. So just the essentials like a first aid kit, maybe some hand sanitizer isn't going to hurt, some insect.
Right. And we didn't know we actually saw this first when she was like 3 or 4. But that is crucial because you never know.
Well, and two,
amazing.
Things like this, you know, if you're going on, say you're going on a cruise or something like that, you don't think you'll need this.
Right.
If you don't have it and you're forced to buy it,
That's why it's always a good idea to bring what you think you may need. Even if you think you may not, need them, bring them, because you never know. Because in different countries, things are available in different dosage forms. They may not be available at all, or may be unrecognizable because they're under different names.
Okay.
And so it's just always a good idea to be prepared.
Okay.
So the next time someone says, "You're overpacking," say, "No, I'm not.
Right.
I'm really watching after my family."
A pharmacist told me to.
And prescriptions obviously have enough to get you through.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's always a good idea with your normal prescriptions for your chronic disease states to always go ahead and bring enough for the duration of your trip and perhaps a little bit more, just in case something. you know, an international destination, have the language, have that card translated into the language.
Okay. Tara, thank you so much. Good information.
It was so fun.
A reason to overpack. I love it.
Always good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Finding Dory. Many of you went to the theater to see it over the weekend. A look at